Hello and welcome. Adita Lang here, and in today's strength and bodyweight class, well, we're working from head to toe, leaving no stone or muscle unturned. That's you and me. And with that said, we will be using a mat, a medium to heavy set of weight, and a light set of weight, and of course your own body weight and a little bit of balance. So, with that said, let's get started. You want a nice cleared out area, nothing to get into your way. Water close by, take breaks when you need to, and work at a pace that's comfortable to you. Now reach the arms forward, toe tapping, landing down with a nice soft knee, and keeping the shoulders pinned back and down as you reach your arms forward. Now reach up, lift a leg out to the side, and you're breathing as you're moving. One more time. Now toe tap, reach forward. Once again, reach up, lifting up through the legs, through the glutes. We have to warm everything up. And back to toe taps. And one last time, reaching up, up. And back to toe taps. This time, reaching across the chest for 4 and 3. Now 2. Hold yourself to the left and roll through the back foot. Deep breath and exhale. One more time. Hold the heel down and lunge forward. Deep breath. Exhale. Now simply drag your back leg in slightly, extend the left, bend the right, and tailbone goes back as you keep neutral spine. This way you feel the lengthening in the hamstring. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale up, roll through the foot, and exhale one more time. Hold here, and release. Reach forward, and again across the chest. You have 4, 3, and 2. Now 1, hold here, roll through the foot. Inhale and exhale. And hold here. Lunge forward. Deep breath. Exhale. This time dragging the leg in slightly. Bend the left leg, extend the right, and hinge. And roll all the way up and back down. And roll up. One more. Hold here. And now turn center. Deep breath up. Exhale, side stretch. Now the same arm reaches across the chest with a little bit of a twist. And arm comes up and over. And now reach across and hold. And release. Okay, so starting out with some light weights. We'll work our way up to it. Now, we're going to place ourselves in a lunge position. You can face me, but it's just easier for you to see me if I go sideways. So my right leg is back, my left leg is back, my right leg is forward. Up on the toes, so we're in a lunge position. Chest up tall, shoulders are back and down. Now come down into your lunge, hinge, kick back, sit up, and come all the way up. So down into a lunge, hinge, kick back, and lift. Down into a lunge, hinge, kick back, and lift. Down into a lunge, hinge, kick back, and lift. Making sure the front knee stays right over the ankle. Kick back, lunge, hinge, and kick back. 2 more. Lunge, hinge, and kick back. 1 more. Lunge, hinge, and kick back, and up. Oh, move the legs around. Now arms right into the front, elbows are in by your sides, small bend in the knees, and simply shoulder press to shoulder level and down. Up and down. Full inhale, full exhale, holding the shoulders down and back, even though the arms are coming up. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms down, the other side. So chest is up tall. We're in our lunge position. Come down into your lunge, hinge, kick back, and sit yourself back up. Down, hinge, and up. Again, down, hinge, kick back, and up. Down, hinge, kick back. Down, hinge, kick back. 3 more. 2 more. Hinge, kick back. 1 more. Down, hinge, kick back. Oh, move that around. Excellent job. Okay, let's put these weights down. Now, reaching for your heavier weights this time. And again, I'm going to go sideways. You don't need to, but this way you can see me. Small bend in the knee, hinge forward. Now retract the shoulder blades slightly and simple back row. So you're pulling in from the rib cage, feeling your shoulder blades connect. Now at the same time, you're maintaining neutral spine by pressing the tailbone back and away. Inhale one way, exhale the other. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, let's take our feet out, shall we? First things first, you can hold the weights up or you can hold them down like suitcases. I tend to go for the suitcase. So we can hold them in front, we can hold them to the back. Now open the legs out, out, out. Glance at your knees, make sure they're right over the ankles. And then from there, come up. So go down and squeeze up. Now this is what I want you to think about. Think about pressing your knees out as you go down and squeezing from your glutes as you come up. Shoulders are down and back. Inhale one way, exhale the other. All of your toes are connected to the floor. They're touching down. 4 more. And 3. Now 2. And 1. Once again, feet are hip distance, small bend in the knee, hinge forward, and squeeze back. Maintaining the retraction, focusing on holding your neutral spine by pressing your tailbone back and away. Now, as the elbows come up, you feel the shoulder blades connect. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet out. Again, you can hold the weights here or hold them down like suitcases, your choice. Shoulder blades are down and back, even wherever you're holding your weights. And open out and bring it down. And glance at the knees, make sure the knees are right over the ankles. And then from there, sit up straight, squeeze the glutes on the way up. Pulling in from the rib cage and breathing. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights go down. Now, find a focal point or hold on to something. Chest is up tall, one leg goes out, and leg extension. So I want you to take your hand on top of your quadricep so you can feel the muscle contract. Now, if you're holding on to something, hold on lightly. It's more important for your bottom leg, the one that's on the floor, to be swiggling around, trying to find center, because that's what's creating our balance. Shoulders are back and down, bracing from the center. 4 more, 3, and 2, now 1, the other side. Balance yourself here and press out. Feel your quadricep contract. Pushing through the heel, take your time and push out through the heel like it's really heavy. Full inhale, full exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Move the legs around. Okay, we have one more round. Are you ready? Double check your posture. Leg up and press out through the heel. Bracing in from the center. Deepening the breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Up, leg comes up, and press. Full inhale, full exhale. Five more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ah, excellent job. Okay, time to grab some water and also to bring your mat down to the floor. We'll keep our weights somewhere close by. And extend the mat. There we go. First things first. Sitting with your legs straight out, chest is up nice and tall, and simply hinge from the hip and hold. Hamstring stretch here. Inhale and exhale. And now slowly cross one leg over for figure 4 and stretch forward and hinge. Reaching for the knee with the right arm, rotate to the left and hold. And release. The same with the other side. Inhale and exhale. Reach with the left arm and rotate. And release. Okay, first things first. Placing your body in a tricep push-up position. So that means that your hands are the distance of your shoulders and you're lining yourself up where your chest would land in between your hands. Knees are about hip distance apart. You can bring your feet to the floor if you want to, either way, but I want you to hold neutral spine no matter what we do. Now, looking down, you're leading with your left arm. Left arm will take you down and left arm will bring you up. Now notice that my torso is going along for the ride, so it's not lifting up in the air, it's not squirming around, it's simply moving with the rest of my body, and that's what I'd like you to try to do as well. Four, and 3, 2, and 1. Sit back in the child's pose. Now, next up, push-ups. Hands go out wider. Same positioning, but hands are out wider. Your chest lands in between the hands and bend down so the elbows are at 90 and the elbows right over the wrist, and then push up from there. Inhale and exhale. Bracing from your center. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch back and hold. And now, back up into our tricep push-up position. This time leading with the right. So situate your body first. Pull in from the rib cage and lower and lift. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch back. Okay, we have one more set of push-ups. Hands go out. Lead the body forward, pulling in from the rib cage. And down and up. Inhale and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch back. Excellent. So now, let's bring our weights on either side. And with that said, bring yourself down to the mat. We are going to start with the dumbbells, the big ones, and starting from the very top. So here's what I'd like you to do. Shoulders into the mat, knuckles to the sky so your wrist is very straight. Holding the arms up, one arm at a time goes down. Rib cage is in. Inhale one way, exhale the other. And keep the knuckles aiming up. So as you look at your wrist looks very flat. We have 2 more on each side. And now come down, setting your weights down. Now, hands go behind the head. Simply hover off the floor, feeling the weight of your head. Now from there, move everything, all of your awareness into your rib cage and contract the ribs and release. Inhale and exhale. So that what lifts you up off the ground is the contraction of the rib cage going in and down, as opposed to your hands having anything to do with it. Your hands are just there to hold the weight of your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Reaching for our lighter weights. Arms come straight up. Again, wrist goes up, so the wrist is very straight. And bending the elbows down, bringing the weights by the ears, and then extending up. And you'll notice how my elbow stays in one spot. This way I can focus on the muscle of the tricep, the back of the arm. Four more. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Let's take our bigger weights once again. Now this time, straighten the wrist again, but start from the bottom. And one arm comes up and the other. Shoulders stay against the floor. Deepen your breathing. Full inhale, full exhale. You have 4. And 3. Here's 2. 1 more. And back down, lowering the weights. Hands behind the head, allowing your head to just hover off the floor. Feel the weight of your head, and now squeeze the rib cage in and down. Full inhale, full exhale. Deepening your breathing. Four more. 3, and 2, and 1. Reaching for the lighter weights. Both arms come up. Shoulders into the mat, knuckles to the sky, and bend the elbows and up. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Now let's move those weights just a little bit away. Taking both arms out and the legs coming up. The knees are bent. And your knees are just about over your hips. Now deep breath, and as you exhale, allow the legs to head over to the right, but keep your left shoulder on the floor. So the minute you can't hold your left shoulder anymore, that's where you stop. Squeeze in from the rib cage and move those legs back to the center, and let's do the same to the other side. So now the right shoulder stays against the floor no matter what, and I stop there and then lift up. The key here is that gripping of the rib cage as you're lifting the legs up. So those abdominals kick in. They do their job. Inhale one way and exhale the other. Remember, shoulders stay attached to the floor. It's as if they were super glued on the ground. I know sometimes we think that, oh, if I just let my legs go a little further and lift my shoulder up, I'll get more of a workout. But unfortunately, that's not the case here. So it's all about form and technique. One more on each side. And back to center. Now, this time, hands go down, feet are up, heels together, and turn your toes out. And I have a strange request. Let's pretend there is a hot bowl of soup on the top of the soles of your feet, which means that if you drop your feet in one way or another, the soup's gonna spill. We don't want the soup to spill. So your feet stay parallel to the sky, arms down, shoulders back, and plie with the knees towards your shoulders and then push up through the heels. So you're driving the force up through the heels, utilizing your inner thighs. Just keep watching that bowl of soup. Inhale one way, exhale the other. 4 more. And 3. Now 2. And 1. Bending the knees, arms out, and allow the knees to go over. Remember, keep the shoulder against the floor. Now squeeze and grip in from the rib cage and switch sides. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Deepening your breathing. Three more on each side. Two more. This is the last one. And back to center. Feet go up, toes out, hot bowl of soup. Arms down with the shoulders back, knees towards the shoulders, and then drive up through the heels. Five more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just hug the knees in. We deserve this. Crossing one foot on the knee, reach in for a figure 4. And the other side. Deep breath and exhale. And release. Flipping yourself around back to all fours. So now utilizing the smaller weights. First, finding your balance in this position, which means that all 4 points have the same amount of weight. Now we're gonna use our left hand, so now it's 3 points. Feel yourself centered, hips are parallel to the ground. Left elbow comes in and then reaches forward and pull back. Five more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, lift up. If this bothers your knees, you can put your knees on a towel, or you can just sit on the floor too. This time, elbows into the side and reach out to the side. Inhale and exhale. Chest is up tall, pull in from the ribs, and reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weight comes down. Balance your weight once again on all fours, using the right hand this time. Elbow in and reach forward. Inhale one way, exhale the other. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now up, elbow into the side, and reach. Holding your shoulder down when you extend your arm out. Bracing in from the center. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And down, and the other side. Balance your weight, elbow in, and reach. Inhale and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift up, elbow into the side, and reach out and in. Out. Pull in from the ribs. Out and in. Reach out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the weight. Last round. Balancing out your weight. Elbow in and reach. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up, elbow in, and reach. Holding the shoulder down, pulling in from the center. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering the weight, we'll get this one out of our way as well. And having a seat here. Both legs out, separate your feet a little bit, a little wider than hip distance. Nice and tall with the body, deep breath. And exhale and hinge. Now as you come up, left hand behind the head and rotate to the left. Chest is up, shoulders are back. And release and hinge. And now up, right hand back and rotate. And release and hinge. Let's do this one more time. Left side. Release and hinge. And the other side. And hinge. Now legs coming in for a butterfly. Deep breath and exhale. And simply shift your body weight forward. That's all. You'll feel the stretch in your inner thighs. Inhale and exhale. And this is another great time to grab some water if you want to. But of course you can grab it whenever you want to. And release. Sitting any way you want to. The legs can be extended, crossed, whatever feels comfortable, as long as both hips are into the floor. From here, stretching the left arm up and over, pushing the left hip into the ground. Deep breath and exhale. One more. Now, holding here, I want you to pretend that there's this giant ball in front of you, and only the arm, so the spine stays exactly where it's at. Reach the arm forward. You'll feel the stretch in your upper back and hold. And release. The other side, up and over. Right hip into the ground. Deep breath and exhale. Remember that imaginary ball. Reach over the ball and hold. And release. Shoulders come up, back, and around. One more time. And down, extending the left leg, crossing the right. Deep breath and exhale and hinge. Now keep yourself here, lower your forearm and extend the right arm up and back. And release, same thing with the other side. Deep breath and exhale and hinge. Now lower the forearm, arm comes up and back. And release. Crossing both legs, hands behind the head. Allow your chin to come down to feel the stretch in the neck, but now I want you to use your hands and give yourself a little bit of resistance as you're coming up. And again, chin to chest. Resist on the way up. One more, chin to chest. And resist and hold and turn to the left. And now slowly rotate over to the right. And back to the center, dropping those arms down. Allow the ear to fall over to the shoulder, pressing the shoulder down. And the other side. And hold. And release. Thank you so much for joining me in today's class. Go out there, make sure you're drinking plenty of water, and of course, keep the body moving. Until next time, bye for now.